Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today I'm going to bring a Latitude 7280. Now, this is a slim version of the Latitude. It's pretty awesome little laptop. I like it. For traveling and the replacement of the Surface, this is probably what you want to get. Now, the top of it, it's a little rubbery on the top. It's not solid. It seems like it's made for it looks durable. That's pretty much what it does. It feels very soft on the top. It's like it feels like one of those wetsuits pretty much on the top. It's not carbon fiber or anything. It's not plastic. It's a different kind of plastic. It's rubber mostly. It's not that bad. It's real slim machine. It has a little stand in the back here, like so you can lift up a little bit. It's the smallest of all, and I'm going to put all the information what's available here too. It's a 2.7 i5, a 7th generation Pro. So it's an 8 gig RAM on it right now, but we're gonna actually open it up and see what you can do, what you can upgrade on this system. Also too, we're gonna compare it with a MacBook Pro. So I have a big old MacBook Pro. If you guys own a MacBook Pro, you know the size. So I'm just gonna compare it with this machine. See the difference on it. It's a big difference. So it's a huge difference. Like the Mac Pro is very heavy. It's all aluminum based. Thickness wise, they're about the same, to be honest with you, because they're made for traveling purposes. This is real light. You can drop it a couple of times and it'll still keep going. Also, another great thing about this, there's a touchscreen. And I know a lot of the sales that they're selling at Amazon and other places don't come with the touchscreen. If you want the touchscreen, you got to go to Dell. That's the only place they're probably going to add to it, unless you find a vendor that sells it or refurbished or somewhere else. But great thing about it, the mouse track is pretty decent. It's pretty wide in here. There's a couple of commands that you can do. I'm not going to go over the commands, prompts, or anything like that. I'm just going to actually just show you the model. I'm going to open it up and see if you could upgrade this machine in the future or add additional memory and what kind of hard drive does it have. So we're going to open it up now, and if you have any questions on it, make sure to subscribe to Upgrade. And right now, what I'm going to talk about more, all the information, all the stuff that's on the side. So let's start with the back, and I'm gonna put a little, picture on the side of the machine so you guys can understand it. On the side of the machine, there's a little slot. It's a SC slot. It's a security card reader, pretty much. You can unlock machines. These machines are made for travel and mostly for government projects and other facilities that want to secure their machines. They have these card readers now, so you input this stuff and they'll unlock your computer, or it could work for a VPN, pretty much a virtual private network too. Also, it has a USB. It's a 3.1 USB. It has an HDMI connection here, and it has another little micro USB, but this is a C version, Type C. And then of course you get your power in here. On the other side, we have a lock area, so you can actually add a lock in here and set it up on your desk. We have the Nic Card, which is a nice little Nic Card. It's flat, but you can actually lift down and actually it opens up, so you can actually input the Cat 5 cable or Cat 6, whatever it is that you need. It comes with another USB, another 3.1 USB, and it also has another card reader. Now this is a new for me. I've not seen this before. They have here for a micro SD card, a really tiny little connection, especially now with these cell phones. They have these micro SD connections cards and you could actually buy one for $200 or $300, that could hold up to almost 500 gigs now these days. Up to 256 is reasonable. 60, you could buy different brands, and now instead of the SD card, the larger card, they converted this now to a micro SD. Right below it, it's a card for the it's a SIM card. It's a cell phone SIM card. So you can make this, you could buy other brands. You could buy AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. They pretty much have these micro SIM cards now these days, and there's a little slot just for it. Of course, you're gonna need a needle just to pop it out, or some sort of sharp object. It could be a paper clip too. Not only what it does, these two rubber stands right here, what it does, it elevates the actual computer so air could come in or out either way, so airflow could actually flow better. So You could actually slide a business card or piece of paper now in there. It's no longer flat. They actually have these two rubber little legs on the bottom, I would say. Really awesome little add-on they have. And of course, it has a Windows Pro, of course, approval. Really great slim down machine. I'm gonna put all the weight and everything that you need to know right on the side of the panel, and I'll continue adding it as you go along. Now these are a little pricey. They could go from, the ranges from under $1,000 to almost $2,000 depending on what you want to add to it. So now let's open it up and let's see what's under the hood. Here we go. Now, in order to open this, there is a little slim part of it. You actually have to slide something in there, pretty much your nails, and it pops out pretty easy. So all the screws stay in there. They're not supposed to come out, so make sure they stay in there. And once you open it up, let's take a look. So right now, as you can see, the mass of the battery takes all the space pretty much on the motherboard. You have the actual large battery, and one great thing about this, these are replaceable batteries too, so later down the line it's running too short, it's not keeping its charge, you can replace this. Also consult your manual before you do that, or any changes on this, because you could void the warranty on all these machines. So let's continue on. Bad thing, I'm looking at it right now, the worst thing I don't like about it, I'm looking at it right now, there's only one slot for one memory chip. So right now this is the 8 gig. If you want to add a 16, you're gonna have to buy the 16, 32, but this is pretty much a waste of money if you're gonna throw this chip away or just keep it in your drawer. You're never gonna use it. There's no other slot for another memory card. This is the first time I see something like this on these machines. They normally have two, but now they're coming in with one. They're getting cheap and greedy out there. So be careful on that. Now, they do have the hard drive here. All the OS is in here. It's a 512 gigs in here. This is an M.2 512 hard drive. Great hard drive. I mean, these are a little slim, and it comes with a little shield in here. I don't want to remove it because it pops out pretty much when you do that. And you guys know, I'll put a little picture of the description how it looks like here. So we have that part. Now the radiator is really small. It takes like maybe one hand, you know, pretty much. Goes into the Intel and goes into the video card. Now they do have two WAM slots in here. They have one that's occupied right now by the wireless card, of course, and there's another slot here, of course, for the secondary one. Now we see that there is a slim card here for the card reader, for the actual SIM card reader that we talked about it for the phones. The cellular SIM card right here, it goes in this area here, of course, and it has all the connections in here. Now we are looking at the speakers. I'm looking for the speakers, and the speakers are underneath all this stuff right here. So this is the speakers right here on the top. You can actually see them right in front of you right here, these two slots. I'll take a picture and see if you guys see it closer too also. Now there's no other upgrades that you can do. There's no additional hard drive you can buy and install in this stuff. It just pretty much is what you get, and that's it. If you want to get a larger hard drive, you're gonna have to replace this existing hard drive. The OS is in there, and you're gonna have to reinstall all the stuff on the new hard drive itself. So if they come out with a terabyte or two of the M.2, then if you want to upgrade to that, you're gonna have to replace this one. And it's sad that there is no secondary slot to actually put in this, but these machines are not large machines. You would have to get the larger Latitude. Memory wise, like I said, one memory chip per unit, so that's pretty much it is. You see all this stuff. You see the actual wireless running across the whole antenna through the back, through the actual screen, and they're all pretty much all the same latitudes how they built them. They're getting a little cheaper installing extra stuff in here, of course, but they're getting really small and light. So if you guys like what you see, make sure to subscribe to upgrade. Now that YouTube changes the rules and they're demanding more subscribers, I am in need of subscribers out there. So if you guys like what you see, make sure you subscribe and support the channel. I will continue to make these videos if I see more of the subscription coming up, and if you have any questions, I always answer your questions. So once again, I'm your host, Frank the Tank, out.